Hello my friends from around the world, it's your old pal Brian. June 5th on a Sunday. I left my slumbering wife at the house with the grand dog and decided to slip out and get a little stick time. Hi Cat Flyer. Glad you got rid of your boat. Glad you cured your issue with your helicopter. Yeah, I think I'm staying away from torque tube. You know, these belt drives are pretty doggone, it's been a couple of days since I've flown. This is my first pack. Belt drives are pretty doggone reliable. Let's set this down and use our timer, shall we? That way I know how long to blather. I'm out at my community center ball field, and I found my mud flap turned over, so that means somebody actually laid eyes on it and turned it over and wondered what it was. I think I might have to stash it, although it would be like someone stealing a hoe. You could put a hoe just about anywhere, and I don't mean like a tie hoe, but an actual hoe that you hoe taters with, and because it represents work, no one will steal it. Anyway, but I digress. Yeah, Cat Flyer, fantastic. Glad you got shed of your boat. Sorry your Teleflex cable broke. It's funny, Teleflex cables are $200. There's no way around it. Yeah, and getting shed of the old Bayliner, fantastic. What do they call it? They actually refer to them as, what is it, boat break out another 1,000. Conversely, mine squared away. I got the grill installed yesterday. My upholsterer made the cover for it fit. Rear back deck was replaced, reupholstered. She squared my bimini tops away, which is sweet. Looking forward to taking it out. Now all I gotta do is get time enough to take it out. I'm on evenings through the end of the month, and I'm not going to be loose until probably Wednesday, and I'm going to take it for a little shakedown ride. But yeah, all is well. Let's see, Fritz, Cat Flyer, Simon, Best to You, Evil British Overlord, Rob. Gosh, I almost hate it that you're having to work for a change. Good luck getting that ESC, man. I know it's killing you. My impulse control friend. Yeah, you need to get an ESC so you can get that thing up in the air. My lieutenant buddy who I worked with yesterday, he got his 500 all dialed in. He has the exact same one as I do, and he's like, man, it's just unbelievably stable. And I go, yeah, it is. Not that I'm extolling the virtues of it or anything. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod, say no more. It's just a beautiful little machine. I think I have to do a little bit of surgery on mine. I mused the other day when I stopped by my local hobby shop and bought some new gears and feathering shafts. I spent about $29, which is, about a half the cost of the frame of a 450. But went ahead and bought some new ball link connectors for the 500. The ones I've got on there are a little ganky and they need to be replaced. Making me a little nervous. I have not successfully got mine to track perfectly on their own. I don't know why, but I haven't. You know, it's been tracking perfect of late, but I think that's, you know, I think I'm waiting for the feathering shaft to rotate. Peter, fantastic looking transmitter. Man, we're gonna have to, I don't know, we're gonna have to see you fly. That's the bottom line. You got all this neat stuff, and yet to have any evidence of flying. So hook a brother up, would you? Go out, fly, at least report to us that you're flying, preferably on video. That would be way cool. Yeah, time to get in the air, my brother. What else? Oh, I got a bug in my ear. That sucks. Oh, good, he climbed out. It's so toxic. Yeah, not bad for the first pack of the day, huh? What else? enjoying working evenings. It is literally going to be 95 degrees Fahrenheit today, and for those of you that use another unit of measurement, let's see, I believe it's going to be actually hotter than hell. That's a joy. Really enjoying the crazy hot heat. But what's nice is I go to work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the temperature is actually within a matter of hours dropping. We have a high pressure system over us for you weather geeks, and for that I mean Simon. And if not anything, has given us some relief from humidity. At our temperatures, it really isn't so much the heat, it is the humidity and your inability to shed body heat. So that's crazy. What else? Doing a lot of landscaping around the yard. Wifey is out there working. I slipped away from her clutches today, as she is in fact snuggling up with my grand dog, the Labrador Retriever, causing copious amounts of hair to occur in my bed, plus the ever joyous stench of male doggy. Look forward to working today. I worked with a reservist yesterday. Some people work with us for free. He's been working with me for 22 years as a regular cop, but for free. Real nice stuff. You know, reservists are great. But looking forward to some downtime by myself today, as I tend to be, frankly, a little more aggressive. And what I mean by that is not letting people go so much. In my job, some people need citing. Some people need to be took to jail. So I'll be out working by myself today, which is kind of a real treat. And get off at 11 tonight. Tomorrow morning I'm going to come back out here and do a little bit of flying before I do my chores. Might do a little more modification to my boat. I have what is known as a Perco switch, and what that is a battery switch that you can separate from. You can have 2 batteries on board your boat or your RV or whatever, and it's a big old mechanical switch that allows you to switch between them and amongst them. And I'm going to add a second battery to my boat. And so waiting to do that, I'm going to go ahead and put in what they call a Perco switch. But I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow or not. It seems like work. Might just come flying. Fish tanking. Need to spend a little sim time and get the hang of what it's like to go into a flip or a roll, because my friends Simon and Rob are killing me. That's the bottom line. They out flying all over the place, and man, they're doing some flips and rolls and whoop-de-doos and ho-de-does and shindigs, and I'm out here doing lazy 8s. Can't have that. What a beautiful little aircraft that thing is. Well, we're getting low. So guys, I'm going to set the little beastie down. And there we go. That's fun. Not bad for the first flight of the day. See you on the next video. Hey again, guys. It's your old pal Brian. Getting in a little time before the princess arises, and she rings her sugar bell and requests the old man get out there and root around out in the yard. Been a lot of, oh, by the way, this is the Sonic Turkey HK500 GT. Been a lot of controversy about the tails on these things exploding and sending the helicopter to the ground at warp speed. But I haven't experienced that. However, I've been dallying with the idea about replacing the tail with a torque tube for no reason. I just want to do it. I think it'd be nifty. But I've got my senses back and just going to stay with the old standby that I'm used to. Performance wise, it really wouldn't mean anything to me because, well, frankly, what a beast, huh? Frankly, I'm not a skill performing kind of guy. Speaking of which, I'm going to condition myself to do it one day. I got to turn the timer on. So anywho, Rob, did we admonish you for firing up your beast in the house even at such a low speed? Yes, I believe we did. I found humor in it. Yeah, man, these things are bad news. Even with a paltry, excuse me guys, I'm so sorry. That would be rolled oats for breakfast this morning. I hazard to guess what it takes to digest such a thing. Probably battery acid. See how I'm tracking. Seem to be tracking pretty well, oddly enough. Guess my dampeners might have broken in. Anywho, yeah, what a great airframe. Cough, Simon. We'll see. You know, they're pretty cheap to fly. They fly longer. They'll wash your car. They'll write your mom a Christmas card. They're just great. Yeah, I've been just looking into the new sunglasses, and that's about it. I ain't spending $80 on cam sunglasses. These $20 versions will do me for now. Somehow you all have to bear with me on the low resolution. Getting my fingers used to the beast. Just extraordinary power. That was what we found too. My buddy said the best he could do with his was get it up to 60%. I'm going to remove the tail blades from this and put the stock ones back on and see if that doesn't reduce my vibration on this thing. Also, getting terrible pyro rates, and I think that has to do with me being on the wrong servo. Excuse me just a second, don't want to lose orientation. On the servo horn, I'm in the middle, and I think I need to be per their directions pretty far out, whereas on the MEMS gyro you wanted to be as far in as you could get. I don't think I'm getting my throws right on here. The significance for me for a pyro is bailout. You know, if I'm trying to do a little old nose in and I can't bail out at a decent speed, that is a detriment. What a beautiful little machine. Absolutely. Absolutely. What else? Oh yeah, Kat, did I already say this? Congratulations on getting rid of your boat. Yeah, I did, I recall. And sorry to hear that your cable broke. Yeah, we did talk about that Teleflex cable. Edmund, sorry you didn't win the lottery. I would have been happy to come live in Pretoria and be your faithful manservant. Drive you about. I would imagine you'd leave there and go out to your, I think you and your son have 600 acres, was that what it was? Out in the middle of nowhere, a wildlife preserve. Reed hunting camp in my world. Yeah, that'd be neat. Rob, I saw you flying a little fixed wing the other day and a bird chased it around. I found great humor in that. He didn't like that thing, that little micro Corsair or whatever you were flying. Ooh, I hear up at my local bazaar slash, they call it a flea market where I'm at, but there's a helicopter stand, a table with helicopter parts and pieces. I must go there and see what he has. I have all ideas, it's all double off-brand Hobby King crap, but who knows? Who knows? I'm about to slip over there and see what that dude's got. It's about 3 or 4 miles up the road from me. Might convince the princess to do that with me as well. But first, some helicopter flying. Yeah, the battery in this thing actually weighs more than my 450. I mean, the entire 450. It's kind of funny. Sean's been quiet. I don't know why. Sure would love to see the expression on his neighbor kid's face as he gets to maiden that thing for the first time. I'm sure our benefactor would also be pleased to see the fruits of his generosity. Now this gyro is less it holds heading less tightly than the Asan, which is kind of cool because it does give you a little bit more play. Interested to see if Simon doesn't pry his wallet open and want to kind of figure out if that other gyro is worth buying. Alright, I think we're getting close enough to LVC here to give our batteries a break. Guys, thanks for listening to my incessant blathering. Happy Sunday. Okay, perhaps one last blather. This is to address my buddy Simon. Congratulations on getting your 450 BB back up in the air, if no worse for the wear. Seems like a pretty fun aircraft to fly around. This is my second pack on the 500 this morning, just trying to continue to get used to it. Excuse me, I'd like to get comfortable enough with it to sling it around like I do my 450, but alas. Rob, I'm looking forward to you getting yours up in the air. See what your impressions are. Go for a little walk, get out in the sun. Get the bird out in the sun where I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, it'll be neat to see your impressions of it. I think we have a couple on the boards that are already flying, but they're busy flying and not so much on the boards. I think there's a direct correlation between the winter months easing up and board participation from our northern friends here in the U.S. Yeah, they're happy to be outside, and I don't blame them. You know, I'm complaining about the heat, the eventual heat today, but man, oh man, at least you can find some shade. My northern brothers, there's just no relief from the cold. Chris and Jeff and all the other guys. Let's see if we can not dump it in front of our pals. Oh, I didn't want to stay level. Try that again. Yeah, glad. Hope you're doing well, and glad you got to finally get outside. There we go. It's so sensitive to the collective that boy, if you ain't dead on when you rotate, things go awry when you yaw. What else? What else? Goodness gracious. Rolled oats are good, but man, oh man, I think cardboard is where rolled oats actually comes from, not actual oats. So Rob, hopefully this ends your spate of actually having to work for a living, or I wonder how July treats you. Here in June, I'm going to take my newly rebuilt boat out for a week, and I've got to do some trailer maintenance. The trailer was used in salt water, and as you might know, that salt water and raw steel don't get along. And do some maintenance on it, which includes sealing it with what they call paint over rust paint. I'm going to use a chemical called Osmocote to, I guess, cook off the loose rust, and then just paint right over it. Let that get me by a few seasons. Trailers are expensive. Isn't that thing pretty? What a nice little beast. Yeah, I probably should have started out with one of these if I hadn't been so scared of them. Plus, at the time, they were a little more expensive than they are now. I think all up with this without batteries now is $225, and then you get into batteries, and that's another, cost me $120 to get the batteries. And of course I had to buy another charger. The AccuCell 6 is much better than the Eco 8, I might submit, although the Eco 8 has been behaving of late. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Formidable, isn't it? Beating the air into submission. I think the church crowd's getting over next door. I wonder if you can appreciate the scale when it's flying next to the size of a 450. Damn sure it's harder to lose it in the air. See that tail starting to chuck a little bit. That lets me know that the battery's probably getting a little low. And mercifully, I shall end my blather with this. See you tomorrow, guys.